it's Jessica. As usual, you can use my code in the Spiegel Mom Scrap Shop, Jessica15, to save 15%. That's what this layout is for Spiegel Mom, which creates beautiful sequins for all your gorgeous pages. So today my setup may look a little bit different because I'm actually filming this one while I'm at a crop. So it's been a long time since I've been to a crop. I was super excited, and this has been like my first time away from my kiddos since my firstborn was about 9 months old, and I actually took him with me to a crop. And yeah, so it was super fun, and I met a lot of really, really great people. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. I may have met you at the crop, so put a comment down below so that I know who you are and say hello. So I have my big shot here that I've pulled out. I am running some Spellbinders dies through to create these beautiful scallop borders that I'm just going to pop behind this piece of pattern paper that I ripped to create that little element at the top of my page. I've got this fun photo from last summer of my son on the left, that's my middle child, along with my two nephews, and they were having a blast swimming in the creek where we go camping. So I've popped that border down underneath my ripped and torn paper, and I'm just ruffling those edges up just a little bit. I'm actually going to do some stenciling at the bottom of this. I pulled out one stencil and then I decided on a different one that I have. So I've pulled out all of these beautiful pattern papers from the smaller paper pad as well with this collection. I'm using the Cocoa Vanilla Studio new Great Escape collection, and then I'm going to use our Sequins by Spiegel Mom scraps called Escape Artist to go along with that. So I have my photo here. I've backed it first with some smooth white cardstock and then some pattern paper. I'm also going to add a little layer of tissue paper before adding yet again another pattern paper. So I like to create lots of layers behind my photos and kind of make them pop up from the page so it draws your attention to that photo. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just building this up a bit. I'm using my ATG gun as my main adhesive, and then anything smaller I usually use my Deluxe Nuvo liquid adhesive, which dries clear. So I have all of these pattern papers. I'm just flipping through, seeing if there's anything else I want to use. I decided not right now. I'm not going to pull anything else out at this moment. I've got this title acrylic piece by Bramble Fox that I'm going to use today. And there's my beautiful sequins that I'm going to add as well. And then this is where I decide, I'm kind of looking through, seeing what else I have, seeing what else I want to add, and then I believe I pull out the stencil at this point to do the bottom because I thought I want to make some waves at the bottom of this layout. So I've taped it off with some pixie tape because when I do stenciling, I'm kind of messy with my blending brushes. I like to use bigger blending brushes, so sometimes I get off the stencil and onto my page, and I don't want to do that and make a little whoopsie. So I'm just going to create an ombre effect using two different shades of Distress Oxides. The darker one is Uncharted Mariner, and then the lighter one is Speckled Egg. So I'm just kind of blending them on my paper, just creating that kind of ombre multicolored wave. And then I'm just repositioning it and just moving right across the page with it. And then you'll see me kind of rub my fingertips over the middles where they meet right there. I'm just basically smudging that together, just trying to take out that blunt line, and it works out pretty well. So then after I do this part, I'm going to grab my paint cup here with some water and just flick on some water with my paintbrush just to give that a nice little marbled effect. The Distress Oxide inks and the regular Distress inks themselves react with water, so when you add water to them, they kind of create that nice marbled effect. So I've cut out all of these little wordy bits from one of the cut apart pages, or one of the cut apart little pocket pieces on one of the papers in this collection. So I've just cut them out, and then I'm going to distress the edges of all of them. And then I actually added on the ends, kind of cut them into banners. So I just wanted them to look a little bit different. I didn't want them to be straight, so I just wanted a little extra interest to them. But I wanted them to all kind of be on the left side of my photo, and then I'm going to add something on the right as well. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere my border strip on the top because I know that's exactly where I want it to go, and I'm going to just go ahead and start putting this together and embellishing. pulled out my Big Shot machine on this one and a die from Bramble Fox. I'm just going to create a little like binder clip for the right side of my photo, and then I'm going to add a couple more things on that side, and then I will use my Deluxe Nouveau adhesive to actually adhere all of the sequins. I'm going to add a bunch of sequins on the wavies at the bottom, and I'm going to add this little border strip that I'm cutting now. And I'm going to add just another little element right here on the right side of my photo. I just ripped the edge because this is a very kind of distressed little die anyways, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to tuck that in on that right side to give it a little bit more dimension over there. And I had a little bit of trouble getting it underneath there, so I just grabbed my tweezers. But you'll see me reaching at the top there a lot because that's where I have all my tools. Usually they're behind me in my IKEA cart, which I should have actually just brought it with me because I totally had room for it, and I guess I'll know that for next time now that I can bring my cart, but it would have made it a little bit easier to have my cart with me, and I would have been able to grab things that I need quicker because that's what I'm used to. So I'm just going to dig through these little embellishments from the ephemera packs in this collection and add some little bits over here. I'm going to pop that sign up with some 3D foam squares, and then I'll grab this glue again and add my sequins on. Here is the finished layout. I really enjoyed making this one. I had a super fun time at the crop. So again, if you're new here and you came from the crop, say hi in the comments below so I know who you are. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for being here. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.